This is another video for black people. The Sphinx, you know, the nose, it's like broken off. That's because it had a black nose, like the features of a black person's nose. And because we stole Egypt and all of their technology, we had to break the nose off.
So this is part 2. I got my coffee ready. Part 2. So today's topic, we're gonna take care of two things. He's saying that the statue's nose were broken off because they had resemblance of black people. So he's making it a racial thing. It's kind of crazy because he's a white guy. What the fuck is he talking about? This really, bro, what if he's completely wrong about all of this, man? So we're gonna go and do our homework, do some research, do some studying. I'm gonna do all that for you, and I'm gonna give you guys the absolute answer. So, you know, people say they got the truth, but whoever doubts, you gotta doubt in the right way. Doubt and do your research. Don't just sit there and I doubt, I don't want to do nothing. No, healthy doubting is you go and do some research yourself and get to the logical conclusion. So this is what we're gonna do right now. You guys ready? So let's get to it. First one. So based on my research, the most logical and widely accepted explanation for why so many ancient Egyptian statues have broken noses is that it was a deliberate act of iconoclasm. Iconoclasm. Do you guys know that word? Let's get the description.
Iconoclasm is the social belief in the importance of destroying icons and other images or monuments, most frequently for religious or political reasons. People who engage in or support iconoclasm are called iconoclasts.
Alright, now that we got that out of the way, so let's continue reading. Let's go, follow me. So this is where we left off. You're gonna notice right here that it's asserting something that I mentioned. It says, the theory you mentioned about breaking the nose to kill the spirit within the statue is largely correct. Here is a breakdown of the theories and the evidence. Let's get to it. So, the spirit theory. Ancient Egyptians believed that a statue could be a resting place for a person's or a god's spirit. By damaging a specific part of the statue, they could disable its power. Since the nose was seen as the source of breath, breaking it was a way to kill the spirit and prevent it from breathing. So they thought they were deactivating the statue's power. Various reasons including, one of the main reasons is because of political power. Those who came in that were new in power, they wanted to erase those that were in authority in the past. So they wanted to break off the images. Plus all the beliefs that they had, they were pretty relevant to why they wanted to break their noses or they wanted to break the statues off. Just delete those in authority in the past. The other one is tomb robbers. When they came to steal all the treasures, they broke off the noses because they were afraid that those deceased people would come back and take revenge. I guess they were a little gullible. They probably thought that the spirits or the family or somebody would come back and take revenge for taking all the gold and all the treasures. So the other one is religious reasons. Yeah, Christian people, they came into those areas and they broke off a few of those noses and they broke a few statues because they were pagan gods and they didn't want any problems in the future of people starting to believe in those pagan gods. So basically they tried to destroy whatever they thought could be in power of putting the people to start believing that those were actual gods, which they're not. They're not. We know they're not. The Napoleon theory. The idea that Napoleon's soldiers shot off the nose of the Great Sphinx is a popular myth, but it has been widely debunked. Historical sketches of the Sphinx from before Napoleon's campaign in 1798 already showed it without a nose. The damage is actually much older, with historical accounts from the 15th century describing the missing nose. The theory about Napoleon is therefore a false one. Brr. Napoleon, you are guilty for some of the things you did, but not this one. This one wasn't you nor your soldiers, so I guess they defended you pretty well. Let's get to the conclusion. What does it say? Okay. In conclusion, the most logical and evidence-based theory is that the broken noses are the result of deliberate vandalism rooted in the ancient Egyptian belief system about the spiritual power of statues. It was a targeted act of killing the spirit within, rather than random damage or the result of a military campaign. Give some space to this guy right here. So why is he talking so much shit about black people and their black noses? So why is he, uniting that with the Egyptian statues and all that and saying that is because of black? I don't even get it, bro. This guy's crazy, bro. What does he have to say? Ancient Egyptian statues, including broad noses and full lips, were a reflection of the artistic style of the time, not necessarily a direct attempt to portray a specific racial group. The population of ancient Egypt was diverse, and the facial features of the statues reflect a wide range of individuals from the Nile Valley, which was a crossroads of cultures. I got a perfect way to counter what this guy says about them breaking the nose. So if the main point was to hide that the Egyptians were black, and they broke the nose, because it was a black person's nose, so why did other pieces from the statues broke off? What other pieces broke off from these statues? So check it out. A ceremonial beard. This was a braided beard attached to his chin, symbolizing royalty and divinity, which pieces are now in the museums. And also the uraeus, if that's how you mention it, a royal cobra emblem that was originally on his forehead. Let's retry that shit. So we don't want people to know that the Egyptians were black, so let's break his nose because it looks like black people's nose, and let's take off his emblem because it was on his forehead and they might know he was black. And what about his chin, like his beard, and it looks like black people's beard. Like, so dumb. So we got to the end of this video. I really appreciate, guys, if you guys made it all the way to this point of the video. I made it a little longer than the one before. The few likes that I got from it got me feeling great. That was good. Thank you very much. Over 15 likes. That was good. I don't have a big major channel on TikTok or YouTube, so per se, out of just 250 people that I have on my channel, to get a few likes, that just lets me know that I should make part 2. So if you guys want part 3, let me get some likes for this video. So we got to a conclusion that the pyramids statues that's right in front of it, where they broke the nose off, because supposedly it was black people's nose, and it had to do with black Jewish people, and that possibly he wants to insinuate that Jesus was black, and a whole bunch of stuff like that. So did we get to understand that that is a flawed statement? That is not what really happened. And all we need to do is just study and find some researches and find out what the logical answer is. So guys, please don't be listening to bullshit, please. Don't be listening to bullshit. I missed it. I said it and then I missed it. That was my key part for the ending. I fucked it up. Should I just restart? Nah, it's okay. I'm not gonna restart it. Fuck this shit. So guys, stay tuned for part 3. I'm really excited and I'm fucking ecstatic to get part 3 going. because I like doing this. I like to study myself. I like to learn about all this type of shit. If you guys got some videos that you want me to go ahead and counter, send them to me and let me know. I want to be doing this shit forever. No, I'm just playing forever. So God bless you. So I'll be seeing you in the comments. You'll be seeing me on the next video, or backwards, whatever. Peace out. Remember, don't be listening to bullshit.